Nice. Wow, it started off with a cannon and in a diagonal. Damn, he started off strong. They said hips. Love the rubbing of the forearms. Nice groove. Nice flick. Hey. Nice level change. And I'm not pointing. Someone didn't go as deep as they could have on that little bit of the plie. Nice ripple. Nice intricacies on that. Da 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 da. I'm doing it terribly right now. Da 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 da. That's clever. I like that. That's cute. I love that. Great dynamics. There's a lot. They have a lot of transitions that's happening, but it's not like crazy dance transition. They're like walk, next transition, formation. But it's not needed because it's like a little dull moment that goes to a really beautiful visual. I swear this dance studio looks like one of the dance studios that shut down during the pandemic. I love that. The groove, da 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 da. Nice texture changes. That's the move. A little bit. I love the. I am a fan of the quick melts or groove, quick. Great dynamics, and they do a lot of great pictures and dynamics. 7, 8, go. This choreography, if they went super crazy full out, would be pretty difficult. And I admire the amount singers have to hold back in their movement, so they can make sure. Oh, I love that leg swing. That they have to conserve their energy for singing. That was a smooth transition into these two diagonals. This is great. The choreography is, I think, has the potential to be really hard, but they're doing it in a way that looks clean, where it's like, if you guys have seen those Instagram videos where people are like, here's 10%, here's 70%, here's 100%. If they went a full 100%, they would not be able to sing at all. Like there would be like, I mean, actually, I take that back. I can't speak for them, but I could imagine how much more difficult the singing would be. Now, because now they're putting more, the shift of the energies of like singing and dancing has to shift. So what they're doing, I say they're from how well they can move, I say they're like only dancing about 70-80% of their full power. Because again, when you're performing, it's energy management. It's knowing when, like being able to really smile and sing and dance at the same time. This is like, these guys are master multitaskers. I don't believe in multitasking and like regular work, but when you're a performer, you are literally multitasking, which means you're doing multiple things at the same time. You're not going, I'm gonna sing, switch, I'm gonna dance, switch, now I'm gonna perform. They're not doing that. It's three things happening at the same time, and that's difficult. And it's again, they're managed. It's a matter of, all right, I got to make sure that I'm performing at least most of the time, still moving, hitting their marks, and then obviously like the conditioning that they have to go through to have the lung capacity to dance and sing, and then the mental practice that they need to have to be able to perform and keep that to show to so they're not just deadpan when you're performing. So one of the things that I love is this move. This is the move for me, simply because I wanted to do it. And I think when choreographing for artists, if you can make choreography you do, like, and if you make choreography that you put on the artist and you make someone else want to do the dance too, I think that's a sign of good choreography for artists. Because there's also, or if in general, like if you do a move and someone else wants to like copy it too, that's like that's how you know you really have connected. I think one of the things I was watching on Street Run Fighter during one of the challenges, those of you guys on YouTube, go check it out on the Patreon. It's an exclusive, but there's I think the Queens of K-pop one, they did this choreography with Jessie, and Jessie went and did the choreography too, did the parts that she liked. And that says a lot if the artist is also doing it too. So, or they want to do it too. So again, it's dancing isn't just putting cool moves together. It's also like making sure that it connects and lands for the people who are performing it and the people who are also watching it. Okay, key things for the analysis that I think I've gone into a rhythm of doing is I'll go into a quick wardrobe review in terms of like the wardrobe review in terms of like cleanliness or the risk factor of if it enhances the performance, if it's a potential risk for being a little messy. I'll talk about the choreography itself, the different moments, and I'll talk about the use of the floor and the formations, and probably a little bit on the transitions, just to give that little bit of outline. So let's go first into wardrobe. So, okay. Again, just to be a disclaimer, I am not responsible for any of the wardrobe for the video shoots I do for my dance company. There's someone else that does that because they are actually models and they actually do fashion. I have stuff put on me, and the best I have is just a mere opinion. So take what I say with a grain of salt in terms of what looks good on stage. But I do have experience in regards to competing or things looking potentially clean and like just design in general. I'm pretty sure there's a way you can correlate the two in terms of how design is related to fashion, but I'm like, I have not made the connection yet. But okay, let's go into a decent frame where you can see everyone. This isn't too bad. Okay. So I feel like I haven't said this in a while. So the most important thing when it comes to having like for your choreography in general is everyone can do it well. Everyone's comfortable. Everyone feels good. All that stuff. Everything on top of that, in terms of what you put, where the set is, the lighting, is just like icing on top of the cake. But there are elements that can either put a little bit of risk in terms of the cleanliness or expose it altogether. So for here, and this is just my opinion, like the more individual everyone looks, this is pink, the riskier it gets, in my opinion. So we have everyone for the most part, has like a similar theme in terms of, everyone has a similar theme in terms of color scheme. And kind of like the same idea. Everyone has some sort of some clothing or shorts or bottoms that are above the knees, boots from what it looks like. But that's all I'm doing my best at identifying. But they also have a variety of patterns. What is that? Glitter or whatever that is, sequins. You got this pattern. We have this pattern. We have kind of a pattern here and a pattern here. Another sequins, a glitter, whatever on there. This top right there. The only thing that's really, really uniform is the shoes. So we have a lot of different patterns. And again, for me, my school of thought is that the more patterns there are, the more visual loudness there are that can potentially make it messy. But there's also another school of thought where the patterns, because it's so loud, it can hide the messiness. It depends on how you use things, but this is how I kind of my personal thoughts on it. So the other one is like the more uniform everyone is if everyone is just all pink all together, it would make it cleaner in my opinion. But you have zero uniqueness. The main reason I know a lot of companies and groups do this is you want each member to be unique. Almost every person here is a brand, so you want them to stand out. You don't want them to blend in. So that makes sense. But if you're someone who is in a competitive team, or you just want to make sure that your crew looks good for whatever reason, it's generally, if everyone's wearing the same thing and it fits your, that's generally a good way to go about it. As long as it fits your artistic vision. Okay, so that's my thoughts on just the wardrobe enough. One thing, just for an exercise, you can see here how bright everything is, and right there, you can immediately see the pink. So that's what I mean in terms of like colors, or like how what your eye is drawn to, because everything here is like very neutral colors, or very high. In my interpretation, everything is high contrast, because we got a white and a black, a white and a black, a white, black, and then gray, just right in between. A lot of neutral colors, the one pink. So, okay, so that's that in terms of the wardrobe. Let's go really quick into the formation changes. We can see what's going on, Mariah. We'll go right in. It's just going to be a scrub of seeing how well they use the floor. The main reason we talk about using the floor is the visual engagement. So the use of the floor is almost like how you use the space. So it's almost like if you stay in this one area, let me change the colors real quick. It can get a little bit boring and just redundant because you're right here and our eye is right there. Our eyes are naturally attracted to movement. Part of it is because survival. So if we see danger, like a saber-toothed tiger, like in the corner of eye, you see danger, you'll book it. So if it stays here, can kind of get redundant or just boring in general. So that's why you want to go to, let's keep it simple, to back, upstage, downstage, okay, stage left, stage right, okay, and you see that's kind of drawing a pattern already, and you can kind of see like why some people are here, boom, and then your eye gets drawn here, and then someone comes here. So it's a matter of like engaging your attention, because again, it goes back to what I said a lot is attention. Like, why should people watch you to begin with? Why should they continue watching you when they can just be on their phones, or they can be on Instagram watching other TikTok dancers or Instagram dancers, or be somewhere else? So it's rewarding the person to keep on watching you. So that's one way why movement is kind of important. So it's also like important just in general, and from my experience from doing video. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick scrub and you'll see patterns. Okay, so what we have here is we start off with a nice diagonal, nice transition into that. You see that? Boom. Go back to center floor, go to that V. Look how that's pretty good. It was nice and spread out. Boom, to center floor, and then really tighten up around 22 seconds. Back to this V formation or pyramid formation. Ooh, you see that? Like right there. Boom, from this V formation to a line. That's really fun to watch. And now we have another thing that I'll probably bring up during the choreography is a nice use of levels that you're doing right here. Nice spread out. So they definitely stay kind because it's a pop group or a performance group or art. They're musicians. They're definitely doing, I would say, the typical route of keeping it center floor. See how they seem to they very much favor this either two lines, because there's only so much people. Like this is a 2-3-1, very interesting. And then they go and they favor this pyramid or V formation a lot. So it's a lot of the same very different variations of the same formation. And then they clump it up here. See, you see a lot of the same, because now I'm going backward and forward. See how well they're using they're using the floor, but the majority, I'd say, so what I've seen so far is a lot of center floor, clump it up to a line, center floor, clump it. This is pretty not clump it up, but yeah, bring it into really clump it up to the center, back to center floor, go back to that pyramid formation. I think this is probably one of my favorite parts of the sequence. They have this reverse pyramid, boom, to the aisles, and the shifting into this parallelogram, and then STAYC high up. But that's it. I think the use of the floor is pretty good. I just they definitely stay, as I said, center floor a lot. Nothing too mind-blowing in terms of crazy transitions into dancing into the next formation or crazy formation changes. I'd say pretty like the usual stuff you'd see. I'd say definitely more on the safe route in terms of making sure that it looks good rather than too artistic. Okay, so let's get into this choreography. 2, 6, 7, 8, 1. Oh, they actually completed that canon. So one, props to them starting off with this diagonal, and then starting off with a very like intense like very high like energy song, but they go off with a very like slow melt, like boom, and they're slowing it. They slow down as a song while they just really reel you in with a hype kind of introduction. Boom. Fast. Love this canon right here. So a difference between a ripple and a canon. A ripple is they go do essentially one move, 1, 2, like 1, 2, and then everyone just does that those two moves quickly in succession, whatever. But it goes boom, boom, and everyone does the thing. But this whole thing here, they're doing an 8 count. It looks like an 8 count, but starting at different counts. So she's essentially doing 1, 2, 3, 4, that whole thing. But she's starting on 1, go 2, go 3, go 4, go 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's kind of a same sequence of moves starting at different times. So I love that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Love that. The do. This is not my specialty in terms of movement, in terms of hip twisting. Oh yeah, she's singing. Because you can tell these two are really hitting, like pushing the hips out. I was wondering like, why is she not pushing it out as much? Then I remembered she's singing. So again, this is an example I said during the reaction of like, there's the 100%, but then there's the 70-80% you got to tone your movement to, so you can make sure there's that energy you need for the singing. Love this transition from like this, bam, bap, shoulder tap, boom, reveals everyone. And this move is simple. It's because it's a simple hip sway repetitive motion, but it's not fast. And the thing with the difference with the fast movements and the slower movements is the fast movement always feels like you're resetting. Okay, but then if I do this, it's slower, and you see everything that's happening in between. It kind of reminds me, for me, almost like the one take or the oneer for people who like who watch film where it's just one continuous take, kind of like that, because you're more involved into the scene in my opinion. But yeah. Ooh, they said hit with those shoulders. Boom, step, nice drop, and the left shoulder rising up that left. Boom, up, rise, drop, up, drop. It's a fun, simple groove. Ba, ba, ba. 7, 8. Great. Level change right here. Boom. Da, da, da. Girl with the pink sweats is killing it. Like, how far she's pushing that shape. Look how, like, the hip and shoulder counterbalance here versus her opposite. Although I can't, this is not the best angle, but she's definitely really pushing the shape a lot more. Oh, it is a height thing. Okay. Shouts out to all the tall dancers out there, but this is what I noticed, because I saw, like, boom, this bend and then up. She did it right. I just thought for some reason why she's so high, and then it's because she's tall. I love the, like, you're in this for this formation for like one count. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I leave. That's I call that like a transition formation. You're not in the formation for too long. You're just in and out, in and out. Because I just was watching her. It's like, oh, she's gonna stand and then be there, but no, like stand and leave. But 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, love the fingerography here. Use of levels. So that's one way to make your dancing is dynamic as well. I feel like I haven't talked about dynamics for a while, but yeah, use of levels, use of the floor. Okay, there's so many ways to make your dancing dynamic, interesting, not boring. So let's just punch in a little bit on that. I'm gonna go. Let's appreciate that fingerography. Are they just doing? Oh, they're doing a slow open. Kind of hard to see it because she has sleeves over her fingers. I think it's kind of, yeah, because it looks like it just pops out of nowhere, like she had no fingers and just, but you see like the things like those fine details like that. It's really important to be able to see it. See, look at that. Now you can see like the nice articulation in the fingers. Okay, so it's important, if it's part of the picture, it's important that nothing is in the way of being able to show it, because a lot of dancing is showing. Love that. Just to appreciate that real quick, this level change. She was here, but the drop instantly brings your attention to bam right there, like perfectly lines up right behind her, brings the attention to her. See, that's a ripple. Goes right at ba 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 ba. I love the little, is that a gun? I love that hit. Okay, now we start seeing some dancing while transitioning into their next formations, but they're very simple, like boom, simple step and ba, 1 and 2, next formation, da, boom, kick, step, da da, boom. They use that next as transition movements, round, step, ba. I love these textures right here. 1, 2, 3, ba. Just a little bit of that strong hit, slow growth right here, and hit. Ba. And then to a little bit of a groove. Love that. Like this. Is that a box step they're doing? Not really, nah. But they're boom. So a little bit of a roll, step, da 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 da, to quicker movements. Love when choreography is done like that. Da 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 da. Texture changes on that, man. So what we just saw, if I were to draw it, it would be just a flow and then quick and a quick and then ba, more precise type of movements. Are those figure eights or are they just like, oh no, they're just like, that's clever and simple way of showing off some musicality. Da 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 da. That's so, it's so good. The little bit. It's not even like incredibly complicated. They're just doing switch and switch. At least the thing I'm taking away from it is that it's simple and that part of the song is very iconic. It really stands out. It only makes sense to make something that goes with it. Great simple dynamics. Nice. Love these types of reveals. So they go here, boom, kind of an elevator door kind of thing. Bam, next person. It's friggin' magic. Love this dynamic. I think this is one of my favorite ones that they've done. She said, interesting. Timing was just a little bit different for her solo. But yeah, she comes in, comes down to this level change. Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks like the Blair Witch sign. Doesn't it?
I see it.
Not from this angle, this side.
I see it.
Oh, no.
I see it.
There's 3, hold on.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I see it.
And there you go. Don't you see it? Don't you see it? Okay, I got. So let's go back to this diagonal. Nice use of straight lines, up, arching motion to a very graceful. This part, it feels very ethereal. Yeah, I like that. Look at the different shapes. This is where it gets a little tricky. Here you can see clearly. Here there's many variables why at least for me, you can barely see it. One, I think there's a strong light on here. There's casting a shadow on behind her. Also, it kind of blends with the floor. It's also, the floor has a lot of light pinks getting close to white, so it's blending. So some parts feel like the backdrop kind of feels a little loud as well, which why it does, at least for me, it doesn't read as loud compared to this. If their arms, let's push in. If they were given all black gloves, yeah, I feel like if they were all given black gloves, you could see the shape more, because look at how much you can see that. Like, or even this. The lace sleeves, like that definitely helped pop the shape out even more. So again, it goes to like the while picking your wardrobe out, if you're trying to look unique, if you have the luxury to at all to see the venue, to see where you're gonna film or whatever it is, like try to plan for that, because sometimes you have an idea of like, oh, I'm gonna wear this, it doesn't translate when you put it on stage. Okay, so those are things to consider, but that's also a luxury if you have a tech, or if you have even an opportunity to change your wardrobe idea the day of. There are times where I've done performances like where we still bring options just in case. There's 2 opportunities here for musicality. You hear the da 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 da, but they're really hitting that bass more. And I think that is very smart to be doing it for them. That way they can kind of get a breather, or maybe not a breather, but they have an opportunity to just not to, well, they have an opportunity to kind of chill, because this choreography isn't as fast as or as overly complicated. Ooh, I love that. So what was it? Two lines? Yeah, 2 lines. Boom, drop, and they got a reveal for both levels. Reveal. Yes, that's great. So we got a nice formation here. We got levels. I think it's great. This is awesome. Smooth transition into this. She just said, boom, I'm gonna roll, I'm gonna stand, I'm gonna get to back point. Boom, for this beautiful picture with her hands just wrapping around. Oh, my back kind of hurts right now as I worked out earlier. So again, beautiful like articulation of the fingers. This is a moment where it really, really matters. Like if you're really trying to show off those hands, it adds a lot of elegance, which if that's what, assuming what they're going for. Is that a ripple? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. That sounds like something from the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. And then Sonic's like running super fast. Oh, this song would be perfect for a Sonic game. Like for one of those casino nights zones kind of thing. Wow, this move is super simple. Assuming that everyone starts, because all you're doing is leaning from left to right, and your hand is swinging from right to left. But if someone started off like way early, like too close to the front, right, you see it right here. This is an example right here. For reference, she's here now, and she's still in the front. Still in the front. Here, here, here. This one, I've just based off this angle, she's a little bit closer, but just for the most part, it's a little cleaner. But it is one of those things, because it's a arching movement and it's a more long and drawn out. There's the risk of someone getting off because you're not instantly trying to get to the next move. Whew, I love that groove though, and this is a nice moment to really slow down. It's a good use of showing control of the music, and also a good hack to take a break. Nice ripple. Great articulation with the hands or the fingers. I love the pull from here and the trace, but It's almost like a breath. Go. Like a drop. I love that moment. It's so playful. Very like, yeah, it's very playful. Yeah, I like this song a lot. And then you hear the photographer. Shouts out to everyone who was a part of the whole production. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys learned a bit of something. Let's hop on to the next one.